All right, guys. I might take a little momentum trade here. So I know this is kind of hard to see, but we're gonna we're gonna look at this. So this was previous support, 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 support. I took the short, and then we tapped into this predetermined box I had, and now we're coming up here and we're testing that support as resistance. Now we could keep going, which is very possible. But if I get a momentum trade on the ES, I'm going to take it. So what I'll be looking at is I'm going to be looking at this chart on another screen. And I'm looking at this 5-minute candle to close with strength. So trading views ringing in my ear. I'm looking for this. Oh my God, I got to mute this. Okay, yeah. So trading view is the NQ is it's looking to make this level support, which is important. So I'm going to mute that. We did SFP into this. We do have some single prints down there. But anyways, I'm going to get back to the trade that I want to do. So I'll be looking for a 5-minute candle to close inside this box with some strength. And then I'll be looking for a 1-minute entry. So I'm going to move this over here. And then, see, you can see here NQ starting to find some support. We want to flip that, right? So the market is pretty much bearish right now. Ugh. And we'll see if we get a momentum trade. As you can see here, we did come down. We tapped into the single print. And daily, weekly, monthly. Ugh. Yeah, and then that momentum trade would change the market structure. So, I mean, I'm not going to get too excited. And I don't want to talk myself into it. If anything, I want to talk myself out of it. So, yeah, so, I mean, what's the context, right? The context is we're having a down day. Hopefully, you're just watching this back and you're having a good day trading. For me, it's all about these predetermined boxes. Just want to do my analysis and I want to figure out exactly where I want to trade for the day. And then I just want to wait for those areas. I just want to wait for those areas because really that's where my statistics are going to take into play, right? What was the reaction at my predetermined area? What was the candle formation? What was the delta? What was the open interest? What happened in those areas? And then really what that does is it takes a shitload of candles throughout the day and it gives me a sample zone. And in that sample zone, I can look at patterns, I can look at volume, I can look at something, and then I'm just giving myself that small little sample size because more people get wrecked because they just take random trades in the middle of nowhere. This looks like a good trade. I might go here, I might go there. And really that's where everyone's getting wrecked. See, so I've got I mean, really acceptance below this would probably drop all the way. I mean, it would really just, the floor would fall out. But I'm not if, I'm just thinking where. I had this box here and it did provide a trade, right? We did tap into a key level. But that's not, I missed that trade, right? Right now it's in the middle. I just want to wait for another arrival at my key area. And if you get bored and you get antsy and you start talking, go look at something else. Let's go look at Bitcoin. Look at that. Look at Bitcoin responding to those single prints. Gotta love it, man. Mm-mm-mm. There's no writing on that? Interesting. So for a valid supply demand kick, it's going to have 3 touches. Look at this. Israel was unhappy about the announcement and wasn't consulted. That's awesome. Coming up on lunch in New York, which doesn't really mean much, but Okay, here we go. Let's see if we get some acceptance. Okay, I'm seeing some 5-minute strength. Let's let this 1-minute candle close above. The context is good as it's, so we do have some trap shorts beneath us. We do see a little buying pressure. I don't want to rush into anything. All right, so now we've got 1, 2, 3 touches, arguably 4. It's got a lot of cells coming in right there. Now I'm also looking on this other screen, looking at the 5-minute delta. I'll bring it over here for you to check out. See what I'm really looking at here is I'm looking at this little box right here, and I want to see that acceptance in that box. We can come in there, but I want to see if people are happy to buy in there. Right now, we're just kind of wicking with some buys coming in. Okay, there we go. Might see a little liquidation. We do have that. So we've got a 1-minute close, and now we'll take the back test. It's a little too much. I don't know. I don't really like it too much. Okay, yeah, there we go. There we go. Come on, back test it, baby. I'm going to get a tight stop. Go for it. Go for it. Go for it. I'm going to bring this. Why? Oh. I want to see that buy block hold. There we go. Come on. Hold it. Push it up. Push it up. Push it up. Come on, let's get to that VWAP. There we go. All right, so we're going to move through. That's 150. I might go up a little bit more, might trail that. Okay, so there we go. Should we just close it out at the VWAP for a quick 162 bucks? Come on, baby, keep pushing. So we are going to close this trade in profit, right? And I might just... There we go. Keep one coming up. So there we go. We're going to make 87 bucks. Stop losses in profit. Okay, yeah, so there. So I maybe trailed the stop a little bit too close, but we're just going to ride this out and see how this see how this trade would have planned out, right? So if I had it here at the VWAP, right? Remember that we entered that trade right there. And now you can see we had the break and we had the acceptance into the supply zone, right? And we want to see if we just would have got to the VWAP without coming back and tapping the stop loss first. And it's looking kind of thin. And so here we go. Yeah, a little back trace. We didn't tap the VWAP. So I mean, okay, so it was the right play, right? Because we did just come up here, tap that VWAP. So that trade was basically how do I get that up here? That trade was okay, yeah. So that was a $350 trade. All right. Boom. Close PNL. Or I'm sorry, no, that was only like a 82 dollar trade. That's PNL of the day. But as you can see, just following that plan, waiting, having patience, it did come back here, but we had good risk to reward and we just moved through it. So yeah. Good stuff, right? We'll keep on doing more of this and yeah.